What's going on, everybody? GemMint here. Recently I did a reaction video to XM Studios quarter scale Devastator statue, and in that video I mentioned how I wish I had been doing more of these reactions when they revealed the Prime 1 Studio Devastator, which is 1/3 scale. Little did I know, I was thinking of their tease during their next level showcase video. They actually dropped the pre-order today, and we got to talk about it because you have 2 different characters with 4 different versions. Let's jump into it. So a little bit of backstory again. The Devastator is Batman Bruce Wayne from Earth 1 who injects himself with the Doomsday serum, becoming that version of Doomsday to battle an out-of-control Superman. So that's what we get here. We got the Devastator and we have Batman of Earth 1 mid-transformation. Let's look at the big guy first. The DX bonus version retails $1,950. Not loving that price tag, but there is a regular version, so we'll take a look at both. First, let's take a look at the pictures of the DX version. Here we have the graphic image. Of course, it looks great. What do we have here? The bonus part is a swappable hand that has a Batman cape in his hand. Okay, that looks pretty good. Here's a more further back picture of that, still with all the edited background. He looks good. He looks like he's got a cape on himself. Next picture is more of the same, looking at the bonus part. Then we're looking at the deluxe. It looks like it has different portraits. So if I'm not mistaken, it looks like this has light up eyes, which is dope. Love the mouth, those bone-like teeth. He's got the spiked beard across his chin there. And he's got a nice kind of grayish brown skin tone. And then it almost has that greenish containment suit. Huge spikes on his shoulders, and you can see the hand in the background there with those black nails. That looks good. Here's a nice shot with like a blurred out hand in the front, giving Hulk 340. And then he's got those light up eyes. Yeah, that looks good. Next picture, you can see that left hand forward without having the cape in his hand. I'll tell you right now, I don't need the cape. We can figure something else out for the cape. We'll take a look to see if the other portraits are up to par. Maybe we don't need all those portraits. All right, this is cool with the white background here. He's got that emblem on his chest. It's almost like giving me like Blackest Day, Darkest Night type of vibes. So he's lurched over. He's got those big spiked shoulder pads like we mentioned. This shot gives us a better look at that cape as well. I don't know if I really love the cape, how it's over his back like that. Hopefully they give us a better shot. A lot of texturing going on his arm there to his chest. It looks very rough, like a rock-like texture. And here is a tease with the Batman of Earth 1 crouched down in front of him like that. He's mid-transformation. You can see his arm starting to transform. It looks like he may have light up eyes as well. Here's another shot here. I gotta be honest, man, they went all out with the editing, but it's like not really showing me enough of the statue itself. So here we go. We can see he's on this base. It looks just like a Rocky formation. It's gonna be a massive character, and we'll take a look at the specs on him, but it looks like it's a very tall vertical piece. All right, here we go. So here's kind of the sales post, if you will. We can see a picture of him on the front and on the back. You can see it's got that staff, what looks like a kryptonite tip at the end. It's got a nice sub base, and you can see on the front of the base it's got like a gargoyle look to it. So the deluxe parts, I'm having a hard time seeing the difference between the regular portrait and the first deluxe portrait. It almost looks exactly the same unless there's a slightly different detail on the top of his head. And then the other portrait is just a closed mouth portrait. Here's a better look at it. What is the difference? So actually, the deluxe portrait doesn't even look as good as the regular portrait. And then the second deluxe is very similar, just with a closed mouth. All right, here is a regular in-studio shot. So this is what you're getting with the Devastator. Huge piece. Man, I gotta be honest, I think I like XM's better, man. But I'm just collecting this line in 1/3 scale. So here's the dimensions. 98 centimeters tall. That's gonna make him 38.5 inches. He's 78 centimeters in width. So that is about 30, almost 31 inches. And then the depth is 64 centimeters, which is just a little bit over 25 inches. So like I said, this piece has got a lot of mass, but it's all in its height. Here we go. So you got a good shot here. You can see kind of like those horns coming from the back of the base, the little kryptonite spear poking out the back. Now we're getting some good shots. Okay, so I mean, nothing too crazy. The sub base looks like it matches the other Dark Knight's metal pieces. And now we can see what looks like a leather fabric cape. I'll probably see how it looks without the cape on it, to be honest, but we'll give it a shot. I gotta get this guy, man. I got the whole line pretty much. Well, no, I do have the whole line so far. All right, so I think we've seen enough of the DX version. Let's take a look at the regular version. So $1,700 for the regular version. Let's click on the pictures and see what you get. It looks like you get just the one portrait. You don't get the Superman cape in his hand. Here's a close-up of his hand. That looks really good, man. You can see all the texture in the skin, the veins underneath, the rocky-like nature of his skin, and those spikes coming out of the top of his hand there. Here's a better look at the kryptonite staff. And then again with Batman in front of him. All right, guys, so to me, I think I'm gonna go with this regular version. I'm good with just that one portrait. I don't need other portraits lingering around him or just getting put back in the box. And you're saving $250. I'm sure shipping is gonna be crazy on this piece, so I'm gonna try to save money where I can. So that's the Devastator. Yeah, you know what, and I think you could even tell, I don't think I'm as impressed as I am with the XM one. It's just the size difference and the way that it companions with the other pieces is really what's gonna make me get this one over the XM. So let's go Batman of Earth 1. So the deluxe version is $1,100. Let's take a look at the pics. Right away, I'm not really a big fan. I don't really love the costume design of this Batman on Earth 1. You can see the transformation occurring, which is cool. You can see the arm like I mentioned. You can see half of his face. It's giving Terminator. He's got that leather-like fabric cape going around his back. This shot almost looks like it's a bluish type of costume. He's got the gritted teeth on the bottom. Very short-looking piece. It reminds me of the Penguin Batman setup, but reverse. He looks super short. He's, you know, a human character, 1/3 scale, but crouched down. Same type of sub base, just a small rocky base. I gotta tell you, right now, for $1,100 to companion with this guy, I'm not sold. Here is a different switch out. So you have a regular portrait. It's not transforming, and a regular right arm that's still human, and he's holding that staff that we saw on the back of Devastator's base. So that's pretty cool. You can really change his look from mid-transformation to just hasn't even transformed yet. Wow, this is like a DX or bust. So the regular, you get the staff and the regular portrait, like the human portrait. The DX parts are the transforming arm and the transforming portrait. Man, that's brutal. This one is a DX or bust. Devastator is, I'm cool with the regular edition. Here we can see how he looks without that cape. Has nice texture and design on the back of his outfit there. Yeah, I don't know, man. The leather cape, I'm not really feeling it. And then this next shot, he looks super short, man. Let's get a look at these dimensions. 43 centimeters tall, which is gonna make him about 17 inches. His width is 35 centimeters, so that's about almost 14 inches. And then the depth is 52, shout out New 52, which is about 20.5 inches. All right, so let's take a look at the regular edition. $999. If you're buying Batman of Earth 1, you gotta go DX. For $100, you get the coolest switch outs. So we pretty much saw what he looked like with this regular edition. It just, you know, the piece that we just saw, but without those extra portraits, detachable fabric cape. They didn't go out of their way to say that with Devastator. I'm wondering how that looks without the cape for him. This video is brought to you by THATSPIDERMANBOOTH.com. That Spider-Man Booth is now doing subscription boxes, and they have some great exclusives for the month of December. They got a Ninja Funk Issue 2 Secret Christmas cover. It's an Alex Cormack exclusive with concept art by JPG himself and Molly Wood. They did 250 regulars, 100 foils, and there's a 1 out of 1 medal. Cover has not been revealed yet. Also, will include an Alpha Betas one, same cover artist, Alex Cormack, who has that Rick and Morty style. Another concept by JPG McFly, which they made 600 regulars, 100 foils, and another 1 out of 1 medal. Make sure to visit ThatSpiderManBooth.com and subscribe to their subscription box. All right, so there you have it. I think for me, I'm cool with the regular edition Devastator. I don't need Batman of Earth 1. It's a cool combination. It shows the transformation happening, but I have so many 1/3 scale Batman pieces. Forget it, from the Batman Hush in the Batcave, Jason Fabok, Detective Comics 1000, and then all of these Dark Knight's metal Batman. I mean, Red Death. What was the Green Lantern one? I don't even remember his name right now. I have all those coming in, so how many Batmen do I really need? I don't think it's enough to push me over the edge for this one, and this junk is getting expensive, y'all. I think $1,700 for the Devastator. It's a little bit more than I like to spend. I think I mentioned this in another video. $1,500 is like the max where I'm trying to be on a statue, including the shipping. This is going to be $1,700, and I'm assuming $300 or so for shipping, so $2,000 for the Devastator, but I'm justifying it because it's an oversized piece. What did I say? It was almost 40 inches or so. Huge Doomsday mixed with Batman to companion with the rest of the Dark Knight's metal line, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. The Batman of Earth 1, I mean, that right arm switch out is pretty cool, man, but for now I think I'm gonna try to be as reserved as I can be and stick with the regular version on Devastator. Don't need Batman of Earth 1. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is that a good choice, or do you think I should splurge for the companion piece? Let me know. Appreciate you watching. Stay minty fresh. Peace.
DJ Links.